I took 2 videos down over copyright. It could be 3 because the Exploder one is banned in most countries because I used Rambo footage. To me that's fair use, but whatever. And even if it's not fair use, I don't care. I want to make videos anyway. But I took down Tribute to ZAZ and P, which is Zucker, Abrahams, Zucker, and Proft, the directors and writers for such awesome movies as Naked Gun, Airplane, Hot Shots, Wrongfully Accused, etc., etc. And it was basically just a bunch of clips from movies. And I usually don't make that kind of video with like no kind of narration or like anything, which I kind of should have done. But even if I did, it would just have gotten taken down anyway. So I just took that down. Another one I took down, it was also copyright. It was Scarface. Tony Montana was an atheist. Or the title may have just been Tony Montana was an atheist. It was a deleted scene from Scarface, one of my favorite movies, where he's in the car going to the chainsaw scene. And the guy who gets killed, he has like something around his neck, and he's talking. I should have made my offering to Chango today, like some kind of weird god figure in some kind of South American legend, I guess. And then Tony stops him like, no, there's no such thing as Chango. There's nothing, nowhere, nothing. You make your own luck, okay? Okay, man? Fuck you, man. And I just basically pointed out that he says there's nothing. There's no such thing as gods. There's nothing. Nothing. And it's like, he's an atheist. And even though he's an anti-hero or whatever, but I really like Tony Montana. He's one of the best characters ever. And so to me it was like, yeah, he's on my team. But a lot of people, the reason why I took it down was of copyright, because it was all muted or whatever. But there was a lot of comments saying, no, he's not an atheist. Because he says, their argument was, he says there's no such thing as gods. And because of that S, he means that there's no such thing as these weird little small gods. But the real God, he's there. Yeah, okay. So that's what they mean. That he means that, well, he's saying fuck polytheism, when he's really, to me, he just says there's nothing. Because he says there is nothing nowhere. Nothing nowhere. That sounds kind of unequivocal to me. But anyway, it's not really a big, it's not that important, and kind of ashamed to take it down, but I had to. Alright, now a little bit of talk about how I make videos and with what equipment, which is interesting to some, not all. I've owned 3 cameras in my life, 2 DV cameras and 1 HDV, which is what I use now. Although I don't always upload in HD, and whenever I make a game review, if the game is HD, SD, the video will be SD too, whatever. 3 cameras, both the first were DV, as I said, and then when I was at the school, I had the big television cameras. We recorded in DVC Pro back then, and P2 cards. There was, those other ones I took down. I made CDI reviews of games. It was 3 videos. It was very Angry Video Game Nerd inspired. It wasn't really that good. But then I remember, instead of, I couldn't record the game footage from the system, so I just took one of the better cameras there and filmed the television screen. It didn't look very good. Software I use, the editing program, I always had Adobe Premiere. Although a few videos I've edited at work, actually, but don't tell anyone. With Avid Media Composer. And I sort of, over time, grown to prefer Avid over Premiere. But anyway, when I started, I made with Premiere 6.5. That's what we had at school at the time. And then later on, I used that all the way up to when I switched over to CS3. That was at the time when I got a computer and I had broadband and everything, so I downloaded CS3. And now I use CS4, because CS5 and on, Adobe seems to have gotten a lot better with encryption and that kind of stuff. Also I used After Effects, and I remember using 2 versions, 7 and now CS4. CS3 too. 7 was back in school in 2008. or so. And microphones is a big fucking problem. Because if you remember my videos with reviews and stuff, my voice quality has varied rapidly. Because sometimes when I record stuff, before I started working here, when I'm working now, where I've worked since 2011, before that I always had some kind of a mic, just a regular 3.5mm into the computer thing, which was like either like a shitty one of these, or it was like a shitty headset, and it's just shitty in general. I've had several different headsets, none of them are very good. But then when I started working here, I recorded voice in the sound booth that we have here. That obviously sounds very good, no problems whatsoever. But then I wasn't able to do that anymore, and back to a fucking shitty headset. Now at least I have like a little USB sound card type thing, external sound card thing, that you can't plug in like XLR or anything, but you can plug a regular phone thing in it, headset, whatever, and it actually sounds a lot better. There's a bit of that also comes in, but yeah, it's still decent. That's what I use right now when I'm not recording at work, because I'm doing that now again for my like family fun reviews and stuff. But yeah, I've never had a lot of tech, because I've never been rich or whatever. Even when I've been I'd say up to 2010, I'd never had a really steady job, and I'm not good at saving money in general. I hate saving money for a long time. So I've never a DV camera was on the borderline of too expensive, even that. So I've never been ever in the ballpark of getting like a decent semi-pro camera or anything like that. So that's just reality. Same with mics. I don't have enough money to get like a little mixing board and a mic with one of these things. So green screen you can buy actually in like a store here. I know that you can put up on a wall and stuff. That would be pretty cool. But the thing with green screen is you'd also need lights to have the green screen. Just having a green screen is one thing, but if you throw that into After Effects, not all the green will disappear. It would be a bunch of shit. So you need lighting to separate better. And lights, that cost money. I never had a light. At best I put just some kind of a table light, just like that thing, like a regular lamp. So yeah, I'm not blessed with money and tech and stuff, so I just do what I can. Alright, time for the final topic, and that is, why do I continue? Because I don't get a lot of views per video. If you scroll down my list of videos right now, and not for a couple of months have any video cracked 100, even 50 views. And that's nothing. I mean, I've actually, the last few years, 2 or 3 years, I've wrestled with, should I just give up? Should I just quit? Because what's the point? I spend hours and hours making videos, and I don't get any response, almost. I get very few views, a few comments, a few thumbs up, and that's it. What's the point? I mean, after 10 years, I can fairly confidently say I'm not going to be the next PewDiePie, I'm not going to be the next JonTron or anyone else that I think are good. I don't think PewDiePie's that good, whatever. So I'm not ever going to get big. I'm not ever going to get to make money off this. So why the hell should I keep going? There's a few answers to that question that still motivate me to keep going. First is I have a few loyal fans. Actually, I do, and I will be listing those afterwards. Actually, but even 1 or 2 or 3 comments can make a video worthwhile to me. Not positive comments, but whatever. And I know definitely 2 people that always watch my video, even at least one that I can guarantee always watch my videos, and that's something. It's always something. Something is more than nothing. So that kind of makes it worthwhile. And And the other reason is just that it's fun. I still think it's gotten a little bit less fun over time, I think, but it's still fun to make a video. It's still fun to, well, it's not so much fun to write a script and voice it and all that stuff, but it's still fun to edit, obviously. That's what I work with for a living, and I like it. It's still fun to have an opinion, to put it up, and see what people react. Even they usually don't react, but still a fun process. Even though it's annoying that the ratio of how much work you put into how much response you get is always like this. It's never like that. So I'm still motivated, but it's been on a bit of a slope. But now I'm going to Japan. I've started at the second channel. That still has potential to go somewhere. It probably won't, but it's possible. I will make Famifun reviews because I still want to talk about more games. I still make Oz videos. And in any case, I've always wanted to get to 10 years since I started feeling this way. And it's like, well, I've done 8 years. Like in 2 years, I'll be 10 years. That's pretty cool. So at least I have to get to 10 years. And now I'm at 10 years. And now, since I'm making the Famifun videos, I'll definitely keep going until 2017. After that, if it's still like almost no one who watch my videos, then yeah, maybe I'll quit. But on the other hand, if I quit, I'll still want to make videos. I know that, so I really can't quit in a way. Anyway, that has been my look back at my YouTube career, and if you're a fan, thank you. I love you. Loves my fans. If you're a fan, thank you a lot. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Please continue to do so if something strikes your fancy. And goodbye. Thank you very much.